freaking eagle just soared over my house, guys. That was amazing. A real eagle. He just came over my house and he said, ha ha ha, with his eagle crow thing. That was amazing. That was breathtaking just now. I feel very lucky to live here. Anyhow, guys, I want to thank you guys for all the positive comments on the last video. It means so much to me that you guys comment. I read every single one. Sometimes LP is very, very bad at answering comments. That is because I would rather bring you guys another video and answer someone's question and help someone. I'm very bad at answering comments. I will sit there and answer every single one. Next thing I know, it's 3 hours later. I've got nothing done with my day. I have no time to make another video. So that's why I don't answer comments sometimes, guys. But I want to thank you guys because I read every single one. And I want to thank you guys for also having such a positive response to my message that I was broadcasting in that last video, because it's a message that's kind of hard to broadcast, man. Kind of calling out the industry that you're in, that you've developed yourself in, that you've grown in, you know, this YouTube fitness industry, and kind of calling it out for the materialistic path that it's taken and everything. It's a little bit hard because in the long run, it's gonna be burning some bridges for me. And it's some people's camp, I might not be the most popular person. But anyhow, I want to thank you guys for giving it such a positive response. It meant a ton to me, and I was a little bit nervous to make that video talking about that stuff, and that's why it took so long, because it's kind of hard telling people when I don't like something. I'm not very good at being negative. I'm not very good at like broadcasting a negative message necessarily, and I don't know if that was a negative message. It was really just a realistic message, and I think somebody should say what I'm saying, because otherwise we're just kind of sending a bunch of young people that follow fitness YouTubers down a path of materialism and just shallow thinking. I don't like it. Anyhow, today's video is going to be about relationships. Now, a lot of you guys wrote questions. I think 3 or 4 people wrote different questions about relationships. Now, I'm going to give you guys some very broad advice about relationships. Now, this is kind of my heal all for relationships. I kind of have pieces of advice that I give people on everything, included like, you know, ass to grass squats. I have 3 basic pieces of information that I always give people on ass to grass squats, and then we go from there on, like, you know, critiquing things. Anyhow, this is my one piece of advice for people in relationships and people questioning their relationship. If you think your girlfriend's cheating on you, if you think your boyfriend's cheating on you, do you think he doesn't like you? Does he not buy you enough gifts? Or do they not like going to the gym with you? Do they like going to the gym too much? Whatever the situation is, I want you guys to apply this phrase right here to your relationship situation. This phrase has changed my life greatly. It's kept me out of a lot of trouble now with women. It honestly changed me. I have to start this story telling you about this awesome old man that used to go to mine and Brian's gym in San Diego. This guy, anytime, I rarely look like I'm like mad or depressed about something, but when I do, and when I did back in the day when I was going to this gym, this old man, he knew. Now, this old man is not any normal old man. I don't even know this old man's name, because we never got each other's names, but we would talk forever. And this guy studied Buddhism from the age of 16 until present day, and he's almost 80 years old. So this guy has some pretty good stuff to say, because Buddhism is pretty awesome. It's a great religion, and there's all sorts of great messages inlaid within all of their texts and all sorts of stuff. Anyhow, this guy told me this. I was in a bad relationship. It was someone that I met at the gym, and it just turned out being a disaster. And I ended up being a jealous person and getting way too wrapped up in this stupid relationship, when I should have just broken it off and completely forgotten about it at the very beginning once I saw the signs that I was seeing. Now, he saw me one day, and he saw me very upset and very depressed looking, and he pulled me aside and he's like, "Hey man, what's wrong?" So then I enlightened him on what's been going on in this relationship. And this is what he told me. And this is what I want you guys to freaking mull over in your head and let turn in your gears all day today, all week, all month. If it takes that long, I want you to take that long, okay? What this old man told me was, are you in this relationship because you love the person and you want to be around them? Or are you in the relationship because you don't want anyone else to have them? That is a simple piece of advice, guys. Are you in a relationship because you love the person? It's a symbiotic relationship. You guys help each other. It's amazing. You can make each other laugh. Or are you in a relationship because you've got a cool object that everybody else wants and you have it? Now, I know it's a very cold statement, but I'm sure that there are a lot of you right now, this instant, that are in a relationship and it just hit you. And you realize, holy hell, I'm in a relationship because I don't want anybody else to have this thing that I have. And you can either accept that fact and you can keep thinking about this for the rest of the day and think about the rest of the week. Think about it the next time you see that guy or girl that you're with, and think about it. Are you with them because you love them, or are you with them because it's an object that you want and you don't want anybody else to have it? I'm sure you guys have seen these people that date people. Essentially, it's literally just for their cosmetic value. That's it. And it's literally almost just like a token in their life that they have a big truck and a nice car and this hot girl. And it's not this hot girl doesn't do anything for you, doesn't help you, just makes you jealous whenever she goes to the gym without you or whatever. And it's not really doing you any good. You're really just trying to keep an object in your possession. I'm gonna end this video now because I want you guys to literally, guys, when this video ends, keep thinking about this for the rest of the day, at least today. Like, every time you see a couple, I want you to think to yourself, are they together? Is that person with that other person because they are happy and they complete each other? Or is that person with that other person just because they don't want anybody else to have them? I'm telling you guys, when you keep playing this message over and over again in your head, you're going to be blown away by the things that you see. And this is just me inserting a little piece of information into your brain so that you basically take a different pathway the next time you see something. And this is what I want to do with these videos. I want to keep putting pieces of information in front of people so that it changes their way of thinking. I want to insert a new gear into the machine so that the machine moves just a little bit differently. This simple phrase is going to make you guys look at things completely differently. You're going to look at your friends' relationships completely differently. And if you have a friend that's with someone and you can tell that it's just making their life miserable and they're really just with the person so that no one else can have them, show them this video or tell them this message. Please, guys, because we can save people one person at a time from these relationships with this message. It's so simple. Are you with them because you love them, or are you with them because you don't want anyone else to have them and it's just an object in your life? I'm finding that people get objectified very easily nowadays. A lot of media, a lot of social media, a lot of stuff has people caught up in aesthetics and beauty products and looking good all the time, when if you think about it, that's not important 50 years into a relationship. So it's kind of weird that we worry about this stuff. You should want to see someone at their worst point ever. You should want to see someone at, their lowest low. And if you can love them at that point, you can love them forever. You know what I mean? So it's kind of weird to me that everybody's always dressing themselves up all the time to obtain relationships when you should show people the real person that you are. I'm going to keep ranting, guys, because I could rant forever about relationships, but that is the one piece of advice I want to give you guys. Are you with them because you love them, or are you with them because you don't want anyone else to have them? Repeat this message all day, guys. Repeat it when you see some couple that you just don't understand. You're like, oh my God, how are they a couple? Whoa. Think of this message. Please tell your friends, anybody, save someone with this message, because there's someone in your life right now that you're watching go crazy. They're stressed out and they're in some crazy relationship where they're just trying to keep this person. Tell them this message. Please, it will help them. Let's save people, guys. We can do that with these videos one at a time. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I want to thank you guys for all your positive comments. I really hope that this just like in your brain and kind of exploded, and now you're sitting there thinking about like a lot of different stuff. I hope your gears are spinning. That's what LP wants to do with these videos. I am gonna go hop on my glass torch and make things out of glass. I will see you guys later.